Niners at home, favored over the Giants, 2.5, 43 over under. No surprise on the spread the way it's set in this one, right?
No, and we've been high on the Niners all year. We picked them they were 3.5-point underdogs at home last week. One of the few underdogs in history playing at home in the divisional round. For a 13-3 team, that looked like us like a bad play to take the Saints in that game. We actually picked the 49ers to win outright. Worked out for us. Took a little magic at the end of the game, but it worked out for us. In this case, I just think the 49ers, they're kind of the better all-around team. They really are. And I think that defense kind of made a statement, you know, when they came out early in that game and were beating up, physically beating up the Saints, forcing turnovers. And then to see Alex Smith have that coming out party, 2 touchdowns in the final 3 moments. You know, when did you ever see a quarterback run 28 yards for a game-winning touchdown? I think the 49ers are a very, very dangerous team. We've been behind them all year. We've picked them to win a lot of games, picked them to cover a lot of spreads, and right now, this is a game where I think I can easily see the 49ers win by a field goal or more.
What do you think about the 43? I'm undecided how this game's going to go.
Well, welcome to our world.
I mean, like whether it's going to be 17-14 or whether it's going to be 28-27. I think it's a close game.
I think it's a close game. I think based on the way both defenses are playing, that number might be a little high. This game could be 2017. But you know, we'll have our final score published. We still have quite a few numbers to crunch here, but we run 20 different categories, 20 different statistical categories each week at Cold Hard Insider. 13 of them the 49ers are better at. Now, granted, that's a season, a season's body of work, and the Giants have been playing much better. But I still think that 49ers defense has made some really good offenses look bad. And not only that, they were giving up before this week. They were giving up 7.2 points per game at home in their last 6 games. Now, clearly, the Saints kind of really scored 32 on them, but it took a couple of late touchdowns to really do that. That 49ers defense dominated that game. Dominated one of the best offenses we've seen in years and did it in a convincing fashion through 3.5 quarters.
You'll have to wait, depending on when you're watching this, you'll have to wait till later in the week on Cold Hard Football Facts to get their predictions. But I'll give you mine. I think the Giants win this game outright. I wouldn't touch the over-under. If I had to touch it, I'm going over based on one simple fact. I know it was the Saints, but this Niners defense gave up 32 points last week. And these Giants are no slouches on offense.
Well, I mean, two reasons why I think statistically the 49ers win outright. One, we talked about relativity index. It predicts winners in 70% of all NFL games. 49 is easily better in that right now. Of course, so weren't the Packers better than the Giants last week. But to me, the 49ers are a more solid team than the Packers. The Packers were more exciting, had a greater offense, but they had a huge weakness in that defense. The 49ers, where is the weakness on this team? I know the defense got burnt late in that game, but what we find in playoff football, the teams with statistical weak links, those links snap in the postseason. The 49ers don't have any of those weak links, and that's why I like them.
Well, it's interesting, though. The Giants, you could argue that the Packers' offense had no weak links, their offense. And the Giants just went in there, punched them in the mouth, and beat the defending champs. Yep. So there's got to be something said for that.
No, I agree. But I'm just saying, the trends, looking at the numbers. But the Giants, in their defense, they've bucked the trends two times now. In 2007, they bucked every trend in football history, and they look to be almost doing it again. So they're a bit of a wild card. That's when we talked about them earlier. That's what makes them fascinating, because they are not just a wild card in terms of where they played in the playoffs, but in terms of they seem to be bucking a lot of tried and true trends in NFL history.